wanted, and the option is the split. Yeah, I was kind of surprised because we are on Skip's Rocks.
And I think if you're going to play the split, you're going to come at it from the other direction.
Light move.
So you're rolling your shooter into the
coming at
part
it,
of the rings.
Excuse me, Ray, coming at it with this turn, is this surprising?
Well, they're worried because they haven't seen the great finish at the center line side. Now, that's with the Territories rocks that they've watched, who, as Ray mentioned, are giving a little extra ice to get by the opponent guard. But he feels he'll get the better movement here, I guess.
Where is it? Tight. Yep. Come on. You can. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Whoa. 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 Yep. Come on. Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa.
Well, they didn't want that one deep.
I think I would have been trying to split right there. Now, if Richard sits on top of this, he'll take that away from him.
Yeah.
The split we were talking about was coming at it from this angle here, and trying to push that one onto there and roll the shooter into this area here. That's what he could have played. Tried the come around. He made the come around, of course, you can see, but it's too deep. If he gets it into this area, then it's an excellent shot. Richard now has a chance to come down and sit behind this guard in this area here, and even if he goes right back to it, he eliminates that stone.
Final stone for Richard Robertson.
Hey, room. Here goes. Yep. 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 Three. Hooray. Three. Hooray. Hooray. Hard. Hooray. Hard.
Don't want to chip it in and then bounce off.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Freeze it. Yep.
Lovely.
Right back. Yep. Hooray.
Right up on top.
Nice shot.
It was great sweeping because they really did get the movement on that one.
A lot of weight. I want to see if we can freeze it.
They're just leaning on those brushes. Let's see. Just by.
Now it'd be brought back. Probably not if you can pick it out. Oh, I think it's out there on its own pretty much.
Even for you, Vic, I don't think that's lots of room.
That's a good example why we call it curling, ladies and gentlemen. See the rock curl right around that stone.
No, I think he can.
Great look at it. Ron Dolmage, Steve Van Dyne, the front end.
You do like it when they get that close to the guard, though, don't you, Vic? You like to take that chance.
It's terrific, and that's why I said to you before earlier this week how it's a team game, and the pride then that front end takes, Dolmage and Van Dyne, and in brushing it by. Enough room here for MacDonald to possibly squeeze this out?
I don't think so. There is a bit of separation, but it's another one of these where you're playing for the tap, and if the angle ever happened to be perfect, I guess you could get the two.
Yep, come on.
Final stone.
Yep. Come on. Yep. Hurry it. Quick.
Now it's Rod MacDonald and John Postma.
Hurry. Hurry.
On the front one.
Take the
He
wick.
got to the center line way too early.
Oh, easy.
Now will he get his single the hard way? No, it'll spill off and go too far. So it's a steal of one for the team from Yellowknife. That great last rock draw and some terrific brushing by the front end gives the Yukon Northwest Territories the steal and a 3-1 lead. Richard Robertson looking to win his second and hand Prince Edward Island their fourth loss. We've played 5. Let's meet our two teams. Ron Dolmage, the lead from Yellowknife. Rod MacDonald from Summerside. Steve Van Dyne and John Postma throw second stones. The thirds are Derek Elkin and Grant Summers. And the skip, Richard Robertson from the Yellowknife Curling Club and Peter MacDonald from the Silver Fox Curling and Yacht Club. We're in Kamloops for the Labette Brier.
We make maple leaf wieners for Courtney, who will only eat Mr. Broccoli if he hasn't touched Mr. Gravy. We make maple leaf wieners for Tim, who says peas explode in his mouth. And for Caitlin, whose scrambled eggs must be shaped like little boats. Maple leaf wieners have a taste made especially for kids. For Kenny, who won't eat anything with sauce, and Jason, who won't eat anything without sauce, there will always be maple leaf.
A pretty important invention. Just try living without it. But sometimes it just doesn't leave you feeling clean enough. Maestro, let's demonstrate. See what I mean? These are new Cottonelle Moist Wipes. You use them after you use this. And they leave you feeling cleaner.
Or clean.
They have soothing aloe and they're flushable. So if you want your family to feel fresher, cleaner, just better, this is one invention you won't want to live without.
New Cottonelle Moist Wipes. Advanced personal hygiene from Cottonelle.
Voila, la telephone.
Oh, good. Where was it?
Microwave.
Of course.
I guess we should sign up for one of these long-distance things, huh?
Well, everyone we know is back east.
Yeah. Well, I think this says we can get 20% off.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, it's only on 3 numbers.
3? That's it?
Yeah, here and in the States.
Did you have anything to do with this?
Oh, what are you saying? I complicate things?
I'm just saying. I mean, there's got to be something better, that's all.
Hey, pocket lovers! Introducing new McCain Deli Lovers Pizza Pockets to set you on your jets. Let's go, pocket lovers! McCain made them just for you. They made them with their best, so they taste a cut above the rest. Seasoned beef, salami, 2 pepperonis, Canadian bacon, and more in a crust that's baked, not fried, so there's no leaks, no mess. McCain Deli Lovers Pizza Pockets! The new taste to set you on your jets.
The 1996 Labatt Brier is brought to you by CIBC Trust, your will and estate planning and investment management professionals. By Unitel, quality long distance for less. And by the Ford Motor Company of Canada Limited.
Steal of 1 in 5 has Richard Robertson ahead of Prince Edward Island 3-1 as they take a drink. 5th end break. Stay with us right after this game for the TSN Turning Point, brought to you by Interstate Batteries.
You know, an apple sitting around too long, it goes bad. It's the same thing with a new battery. It loses power waiting to be bought. That's why at Interstate, we're constantly checking our batteries to make sure they're fresh, so that you don't end up with a bad apple.
Updating you on other games now in this 13th draw, Northern Ontario against Alberta. After Alberta and Kevin Martin made that wonderful shot for 2, this is the final stone for Dave McInnes, the McIntyre Club, and Timmins drawing against 2, and he'll pick up his single, stopping it back of the button. Alberta leads 3-2 as they go to their break. Alberta have Last Rock playing 6, Newfoundland against Saskatchewan as they play the 5th. Final stone for the team from Newfoundland, Frank O'Driscoll from St. John's, drawing for what appeared to be 3. Settles for 2. My goodness, he played up to his own and bounced back a possible extra point. 5-2, Newfoundland leading Saskatchewan. Rod Montgomery from Moose Jaw as they're in their break as well. Well, the oldest player here is Tony Eberts from British Columbia at 51, and he's in a break. Manitoba Steve Gould isn't on the ice either at 23. Barry McPhee, oldest team in fact, and the youngest skip we're watching, Richard Robertson at the age of 28, skipping for the first time at a national championship. As you might expect then, British Columbia the oldest team, and the youngest is this team from the Yellowknife Curling Club with an average age of 27 years. As the 6th end is underway with the Yukon Northwest Territories leading 3-1. Prince Edward Island to have Last Rock, and this is the lead, Ron Dolmage from Yellowknife.
Ray, I have to confess, I thought in that last end, Peter MacDonald would take a little more ice and play a little less weight, play it to tap the stone full on and get the single for sure, and then if the angle was good, you sweep it to try and push that stone out a little bit to the side. But he definitely played extra weight and tight ice to play that angle tap to try and get 2.
Yeah, there's no question that he was playing for the deuce to get by the front guard and catch it on the corner, hoping to roll over and stay in position to score the deuce. There's no question he played it all the way. As you mentioned, if he'd been drawing, he would have taken, middle of the 8 foot and just drawn to the 4 foot.
That was a very tough shot. Big steal.
Scott.
Tight. Short.
Well, like many of you, Ron Dolmage likes to surf the internet.
Tight, guys.
And, he says there's a website out there called the icing page, which deals deals with curling.
Stay with it.
Statistics.
Stay with it.
Features worldwide. And of course, you can always get up-to-date information on curling and all sports by dialing in and surfing the TSN website on the internet.
Come on. Hurry in. Hurry in. Hurry. Hurry. Right up.
Pretty good shot. Got the one out. Moved the other behind the tee line, which is always key, and got a little roll there. Trying to see how much of that red stone is visible on the outside beyond those yellow rocks.
With the 2-up lead, you can see his concern leaving this stone in play. He could play this hit on it and try and make the double, but the other way to do it is to split the rings. You could also try and come into this area here, behind it.
Okay, 275.
What's he doing?
Splitting the rings, I believe, drawing to the open side.
Steve Van Dyne.
Close. Got a tee line. Tee line. Tee line for serve. Taking. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Tee line, guys. Hurry. 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 Okay. Yep. Keep moving, guys. Okay. Got it. Guys.
That's one time when you're actually trying to get it behind the tee line so you don't set up the hit and roll or the double onto the other stone that's buried. It does give a chance for a freeze, though.
Wait only. Line's good. Whoa. 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 Whoa, guys. No line. Lots of weight. Shot, John.
That's better.
A little too strong, a little less weight. That would have curled a touch more. Been on line.
Second stone for the Yellowknife second. Steve Van Dyne.
What? Yeah. Hurry. Hurry. Okay. Okay. Shot.
Same thing, it says, John. Oh. Forward.
Come on, hurry. Hurry. Whoa. Come on. Whoa. 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 Right up. Okay, John. Right way.
The numbers through 5, Linda.
Well, as I mentioned, that was a big steal last end by the Territories. When we look at shooting percentages, you can see the Territories way up on the draw percentages. The numbers in brackets being the number of stones that are played And the overall percentage also favors the Territories at 76%. So close game, but the Territories do have the edge on both the scoreboard and in those shooting percentages.
This was a pretty good chance. Hit this, get it out of there, sit in front of your own, just rolled a little too far.
Where do you want it?
Derek Elkin.
By rolling over to the other side, it really does leave the PEI the chance to come around now to the corner guard, or the rock that's in the top of the 12-foot. If he makes a good shot here, you'll get it around and you'll have a little backing.
Tight.
Wait only. Wait only.
Watch the line.
Come on. Come on. Hurry it. Hurry.
Hurry.
Come on. Hurry.
Grant Summers.
Whoa.
Got it by, they do. Not finish quite like they expected?
Well, just a little light, maybe.
Need to come a little further to get that late finish and come closer to that redstone back 8, but nice shot.
They just sweep it a long way, too.
Okay. Forward way. Yep, hurry. Hurry. Whoa. Yep.
Derek Elkin.
Hurry. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
The jam.
Nice shot.
But it'll go out the back.
Shot. Come on.
Grant Summers.
Whoa. Come on.
One previous Brier, 86.
Hurry.
Skipped the team
Hurry.
from
Right
the
up.
Silver Fox. Finished
Hurry,
1 and
guys.
10 that year.
Good shot.
Just not getting the rolls. That time they wanted to actually roll more in front of the opposition stones. It just sits right there.
Correct. Just a little off nose.
First skip stone here in 6, Richard Robertson.
Yep. 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 Whoop. Clean. Whoop. Clean. Good. Good shot.
Played a nice end so far. PI having one chance to get around that corner card and just didn't get it to finish, as Linda mentioned.
Yeah, take that.
The roll's there, too.
Yeah. Just forward.
Okay, you can make the double here. Come down, make the double on these two here, and as well, maybe get the roll over here
What?
into this area here.
They are.
Ooh, very nice roll.
Could be my best ever.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, right?
We'll see if Peter can follow that path now.
Yeah.
He's experienced the highs and lows, certainly, of the game, starting off with the 3 losses. Didn't win his first game until Monday afternoon when he beat Ontario, and followed up with a win over McInnes from Northern Ontario. Beat Nova Scotia and Rayfuse. Followed up with his 4th straight, beating Newfoundland and Frank O'Driscoll to sit now at 4-3.
Yeah.
But trailing here 3-1 as we play 6.
Every step.
Quick.
Win or losing, he goes through the same motions while he gets in the hack. Roll the other way. Too thin.
Sorry. Jeez, I'm not throwing those well today.
Coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, draw 14 will feature Quebec Don Westfall at 6-2 against Newfoundland, who are on the ice right now playing Saskatchewan, and Newfoundland coming into this draw at 4-3.
Opportunities in curling games come along every so often, and here's another one to really keep the pressure on.
Get a full 8, I think, too, but just
Into this area here.
Got to be in there like if it was a double for.
Behind this rock. Force another big draw.
And in the game so far, PEI had only given up 1 stolen end. Of course, 1 more here so far. Peter MacDonald just not as sharp, perhaps, in this game. You heard him say he didn't throw that last one well. He's going to have a lot of pressure on his last one this end, if this one's well placed.
He just made a comment, too. He said, boy, I'm not throwing those very well today. You could hear him say, he said to himself, boy, they got this way out there.
Leave it. No, leave it. Leave it. Easy. Yep. Hurry.
Just too much ice, I think.
It's okay.
Sure.
It's interesting the way the draw sometimes works out, and I'm curious what you both think. The last time PEI played was yesterday afternoon. They had last night off, they had this morning off, so it's been 24 hours. When you consider he's been on a bit of a roll, would he have preferred, do you think, to be right back on the ice? And does 24 hours maybe hurt you in a situation like this?
Well, that's an interesting question, actually, Vic, is that a roll. You get on a roll, and I kind of think you do like to keep it going. And I know that we did when we were playing. If you get it rolling, you almost hate to sit and wait for a game. So that can have a little effect. I mean, I'm sure that if you asked Wayne Madaw, he would have loved the provincial playdowns to be in December last year.
Yeah, sure.
You know, he got on what as good a roll as you're ever going to see. And sometimes when you sit around and you wait, and then you have to build up that momentum again, and it's intangible. You know, you don't know what causes it. But I mean, that's only 2 draws, so it really shouldn't affect you too much. But he hasn't been quite as sharp today as he was in the last 4 games. There's no question about that.
Oh, goodness. Stop in time for him? Oh, it just does. It just does. He can breathe a sigh of relief because Peter MacDonald and the team from Summerside will get their single here in 6. The Yukon Northwest Territories will have Hammerback and the lead. Yeah, he's looking good, very good. Kevin Martin, the 91 champion, at 7-1 coming into this 13th draw. Jeff Stoughton has the afternoon off, sitting at 6-2, as well as Quebec 6-2. Don Westfall, and we'll see him tonight against Newfoundland. They're on the bubble, certainly. Barry McPhee suffered his 4th loss after starting off at 4-2. The BC team from right here in Kamloops. Peter MacDonald in danger now, trailing by 1 of suffering his 4th. Frank O'Driscoll is up on Saskatchewan, leading 5-2 as they play 6, and we'll see him against Quebec. Brian Rayfuse, 4. Boy, it would be a crusher to lose his 5th against New Brunswick. Here at the Riverside Coliseum in Kamloops, and TSN's continuing coverage of this, the 96 Labatt Brier.
We make maple leaf wieners for Courtney, who will only eat Mr. Broccoli if he hasn't touched Mr. Gravy. We make maple leaf wieners for Tim, who says peas explode in his mouth. And for Caitlin, whose scrambled eggs must be shaped like little boats. Maple leaf wieners have a taste made especially for kids. For Kenny, who won't eat anything with sauce, and Jason, who won't eat anything without sauce, there will always be maple leaf.
Maybe you think only those jet set types need a Nokia cellular phone.
Hi, it's me. Flight's delayed.
Well, now, Nokia's making cellular phones so easy.
Late. Can I skip my bath?
They're practically child's play.
Attention, Flight 11 is delayed.
Can I call you back?
With Nokia's big, easy-to-read screens, last number redial, and sleek designs.
No, don't hold dinner. I'm eating my body weight in hot dogs. No, wait up. You got to tuck me in.
So get set to join the jet set. Nokia, Europe's leading cellular phone, also made in America, connecting people.
Now, there's a brand new motor oil made to handle the stresses on your hard-working engine. 4x4 from Quaker State. Off-road driving. Extreme temperatures. Especially towing and hauling. They all make your light truck or 4x4 work extra hard and could shorten its life. Why settle for a conventional car oil? Get a synthetic blend that can take the punishment. 4x4. It's new from Quaker State. The intelligent oil for hard-working engines.
When my Joey had diaper rash, I felt like crying too. I wish I'd known about this. Baby Fresh Diaper Rash Prevention. The only brand that helps prevent diaper rash. No other brand lays down an invisible protective barrier that helps block irritating wetness. Plus it's big, thick, and incredibly gentle. And to us, nothing could feel better than that. Baby Fresh Diaper Rash Prevention. Cleans gently, protects gently.
You're looking at Saskatchewan skip. Rod Montgomery from Moose Jaws. He throws his last stone. This is a live update for you. Saskatchewan against Newfoundland as they're winding up the sixth end of play. Newfoundland, Frank O'Driscoll, St. John's, 5-2, or leading 5-2, as Montgomery throws his last.
Looks like he's playing the tap on his own against two.
Yeah, against two, which are hanging on the edge of the four. There's the bump. He get it there far enough? He did for the single. So a nice shot by Rod Montgomery, who kept himself alive with a dramatic win last night against British Columbia. But now, after a morning loss, sits at 5 losses, and that may be, in fact, too much. But he picks up the single, gives the hammer back, and is within 2, Newfoundland leading 5-3. Now we flip over. This is Northern Ontario against Alberta as they play the 6th. 3-2, Alberta leading. So far, well, he's knocked off some of the biggies in Quebec, Manitoba, and British Columbia. Dave McInnes from the McIntyre Club in Timmins. And now he's taking on the real giant here at 7-1, Kevin Martin.
And this game, he would have a little bit of a hold on this game had it not been for an unbelievable shot that Kevin made to score 2 when it looked like he might have 2 scored against him. But this has been a very interesting end as well, Linda. And Northern Ontario has a chance to put a cap on the stone. They're going to bring it in, I think, to the top 8 foot.
There's just the 2 stones left in the end. Now, Dave McInnes could play a double hit, for example. There's 2 yellow stones that are second and third shot, but instead he's trying to come in and protect shot stone because, of course, he doesn't have last rock.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa.
Northern Ontario has one sitting on the button. So he's lying 2. As we peek again at the game between Yukon Northwest Territories, BI, our featured game. We'll go back to show you that final stone.
Heavy, is it? No, it's not bad.
There was a miss by the Territories on that yellow stone sitting top 12, but they attempted to remove it, went right by.
Spot, John.
The high stone maybe comes a little close.
There we go.
They're just ignoring that red rock that does belong to the Territories, back 8 foot. So Richard's trying to decide now which of the options
like
to
the front?
play.
With firm, mate? Light Asher?
Well, Peter has made it clear that he's going to try and score this end as opposed to defend any situation. So he's,
no, that's fine.
as you clearly point out, Linda, he's ignoring the stone in the back of the 12 foot. So if Richard can keep control of the front of the rings, the front of the house, by getting a little hit on this and rolling in behind the Yellowstone.
Good shot.
Just wanted to roll over and get in behind that Yellowstone.
Not sure what he's looking
Well,
at
Kevin
here.
was thinking if he hit it on the nose, caught the red one, and it might go through the hole. But then now I think he's going to come off the stone and go around the circle.
He's definitely coming off the yellows to try and get at shot rock because of the angles
Line's
of the
good.
reds.
Not bad.
He's concerned that he can't get at them directly.
It's not bad.
Line. Come on now. Come on. Nice way.
With this ice, Linda, do you not think he's trying to come around it? Coming across here, catching this. There's a possibility, of course, he could go right over here.
Well, here we go. We've seen one great shot so far. Here's the next one. Final stone, 6th. Kevin Martin.
There and back up. No.
One. A steal of one for Northern Ontario. Boy, you know, if you're Dave McKinnon, you're going, geez, thought you may have had that one too. I've already seen you take 2 away from me. So now it needed to come forward and actually go up the house.
Well, no, if they were going to play around it, they would have left that and hit it thinner. So he felt he could just come across on it and catch the top of the stone behind the button and maybe push the one that was in front of the button just forward a bit and be sharp.
The steal of one means they're all tied up there. It's 3-3 as we go back to Prince Edward Island and their third, Grant Summers, as they play at 6. Team from Yellowknife does have last rock.
Come on, Little. Come on.
And things looking quite good for PEI. They have the 2 stones near center line, putting up the guard now.
Oh,
that's good. Good spot.
The guard or the double? You can see. What do you like? What? Double. Yeah. Like 4 lines. Oh, no. No. Double.
Where the double, he says.
You want board or normal weight on this one, though?
Can't see enough of it.
Let's go board weight.
Derek Elkin. Well, he sits there an awful long time, doesn't he? I realize this decision wasn't made, but you often say you should get up and stretch it out and then get in again.
Well, I don't think it's good to sit in the hack for long periods of time. You can cramp. Get a little tight.
Don't lose it. Hurry! Oh, geez.
Will crash in front. Live update in a 2-2 tie. Final stone, Mike Kennedy from the Beaver Club in Moncton will sit there right on the nose. Going to have a look, measure, possibly. They'll tell you who's shot. Oh, looks like they're saying it's one red, so Nova Scotia will steal one. 3-2.
Plane. Got to move.
Kurt
Line's
Palmer
pretty good.
indicating one for Nova Scotia.
Get it to the center line.
Just clean.
Easy. Line's good.
Come on, Little.
Line's good.
Come on, guys. Come on. That's good. Well.
Nice shot.
Nice shot by Grant. The last one that Derek threw for the Territories, I don't know if it was the quieter weight, but I think it surprised them in the amount of curl they got, and then it racked on that guard. This time they're going to throw the up weight at the front one and try and clear something.
And they weren't on the sweeping right away either.
No.
So it's,
Last of the third stones, Derek Elkin.
It's out there. Oh. All right. The first one, it's up there for the first time. The first one cut on you the first time. I'll be in a spot.
Same spot.
Another guard. Peters played this whole end to steal. Very aggressive, left the one stone belonging to the territories back 12 in position this whole end in order to set up the stones near center line.
This is the first for the Prince Edward Island skip, Peter MacDonald, as we play 7.
Ooh, wait only.
Trailing by 1.
Whoa. That hot.
Come on. Whoa. Whoa. Yes.
Yep.
Hurry.
Yep.
By hot, they mean it's coming into the rings rather than being a guard. So now they're trying to prevent lining up those stones for a double or triple takeout.
Well, the shot stone is wide open. That's the key right now. You can get down to it. And
We could try this one. It's going to jam here. Triple.
he's talking about hitting something on here. What do you think at this point?
Or maybe not.
You're better off to come through here.
Hit like half this one here. Bang, bang. Might squeak by here, but do you want to try that now, or miss it and you don't have nothing here? Get shot rock out of it.
Behind this one?
Either one, I don't know. But if you do that. Problem is, if I hit right here in the middle, and you got the flop and stuff too, right? Exactly. Now I get my roll. I don't mind the clear because the shooter will roll behind that one. That's true. Even if we do kill that one. That's fine.
We're going to try the double and possibly the triple in the front one.
Yeah.
And try and roll over in behind the Yellowstone sitting on the other side. I don't know if I wouldn't make a move on shot rock right now, Linda.
Well, it was interesting. I think Richard, the skip, wanted to play that shot rock.
Try to run this triple
and
there.
Derek says he
Half
wanted
that
to
rock,
clean
take it.
things up, so they're going to throw at the stones at the front 12.
It's possible triple if he hits it right. That's what he's talking about. I think they might jam it on the back red one, but
Best number for him, though, is he's leading 3-2. As we play 7, but in some trouble here. Richard Robertson, his first.
It's a very nice shot.
yeah, it worked out pretty well for him. He gets a second shot rock.
Well, those brushes for Yellowknife were right there.
Second and third.
You want to pop that fella?
Either one.
Might leave a double.
We can leave him on that side. We can't leave him anywhere else. Yeah, that's going to be a double anyway, Peter.
Yeah.
Double for 1, though.
The ice is good.
Double for 2 it would be, right? It's, third shot is also Yukon North Dakota territories.
This is interesting. It looks to me like they're playing the guard rather than the
Put a
hit.
guard on it, I guess. Yeah.
I was afraid if he
well, he might not.
If he hits this one and rolls to
Might
here,
overcurl and jam it.
he would leave the double
Not too bad, am I?
with those 2 stones.
Point's pretty big here.
Play the hole in to score a point.
I don't want to try it like just straight nose. Might jam it.
Danger of not playing this rock out of there is if you don't make this card perfect, you could give up 3.
I think I'd be hitting. I think I'd be leaving them the opportunity for a double. Double takeout's not a simple thing, no matter how close the stones are together. I can see what he's saying. He's played a certain plan, but that was a very nice shot by the territories to clean things up.
Yeah, it worked out very well.
With that red one spilling in right into the 4-foot.
The final stone then for Peter MacDonald and PEI.
Where is that?
Line 1, just.
Easy.
Line 1, top 4.
Easy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, now. Well.
Better watch the line on these again.
Sorry, guys.
It's too strong.
Triple there for 3.
Double is there for 3. It depends how it comes off whether or not he'll touch the red one or not.
Yeah, in fact, you're right. You don't even.
But if you hit this one here and it catches this one, you got to be careful it doesn't hit that one.
Yeah. 3rd and 4 belong to team from Yellowknife. He leads 3-2.
Yep.
And has a chance for 3 more right here. Richard Robertson.
Hard. 3. Yep. 3. Whoa.
Look at this. And the left-hander is all right. For 3. You bet. Richard's 6-month-old son, Mitchell, will be very proud of Dad right now. He's up 6-2 through 7 here in draw 13. Newfoundland, Saskatchewan, final stone of the 7th. 5-3. Frank O'Driscoll leading. And this the final stone for the team from St. John's, and a chance for 4. And there it is. And then the sound of the Velcro snap. It's there. It's 9-3 in handshakes. Oh, yeah. It's all Frank O'Driscoll wins. Newfoundland will go to 5-3. Saskatchewan, Rod Montgomery from Moose Jaw drops to 3-6 here at the Labatt Brier.
This sports break is brought to you by Pennzoil. There are no limits.
Hi, folks. Pleasure to welcome you to our control center. I'm Michael Landsberg. Yesterday, baseball's Veteran Hall of Fame committee elected 4 new members to Cooperstown. Earl Weaver was amongst them. He's the former manager, of course, of the Baltimore Orioles.
It's something I don't know today whether I deserve, but I was on the golf course. My wife came out and told me, and my legs start shaking, my hands start shaking. Had trouble hitting the ball for a couple of holes, but just tremendous.
Longest he's gone without arguing with anyone. The Jays and the Expos continue their respective spring training schedules today. Eric Hansen got rocked for the 2nd straight time. He gave up 4 runs in the 1st inning. St. Louis over Toronto 4-2. Expos defeated the champs by a score of 10-1. Sports Desk at 6:30 Eastern Time. Then Dave Hodge has Pat Burns on Inside Sports.
I'll have the chili.
Chili? You should know better.
And I'll have the fries.
Fries? You should know better.
And now I'll have Tums Ultra.
New Tums Ultra is our highest strength ever. It goes to work in seconds, neutralizing stomach acid to relieve heartburn and indigestion fast. And unlike many antacids, Tums Ultra has calcium.
Something your body uses anyway. You'll like that.
I'll have the chili. I know. I should know.
You know, the road of life can be unpredictable. That's why I always travel with my own little safety device. Only your MasterCard now offers Master Road Assist. 24-hour roadside service anywhere in Canada and the U.S. So, whether you run out of gas or, heaven forbid, have a little roadside mechanical problem, no worries. With MasterCard's Master Road Assist, they're behind you all the way.
Come on.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Labatt Brier from Kamloops and the Riverside Coliseum, as that 3 in 7 puts the Yukon Northwest Territories ahead of PEI, and we're also keeping an eye on Northern Ontario, Alberta. That's where we'll drop in. 3-3 tie, the steal of 1 by Northern Ontario. Linda in 6 as they play Skip Stones. Alberta lying 2, and this guy, my goodness, he has a chance here to knock off his 4th straight top team.
Looks like Alberta's played this end a little more cleanly, just the 2 stones in the house, both belonging to Alberta. It looks to me like Dave's trying to hit the side one and roll over, maybe get the double or the hit and roll.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa!
Now, we'll stay with this game for a while, and we'll let you know what happens in the game between the Yukon Northwest Territories and PEI, of course. What a win, impressively, for Newfoundland. Frank O'Driscoll is now, can you believe it, he's 5-3, setting up a big game with Quebec tonight, and Frank is with Ray.
Frank, congratulations. Obviously a very big game. Saskatchewan really with nothing to lose at that point, and it 5-3 keeps you in the pack.
Yep. Saskatchewan have been playing a couple of really good games in the last day or so, and we had a terrible Tuesday there yesterday, and had to really come out and regroup today. I struggled a little myself in the early ends, but the whole team was on fire, so they kept it pretty easy for me up there.
Well, that's a really good point. Sometimes when you come off a bad day like that, it's hard to get yourself together, so it's a tremendous win.
Yeah, we had to win that one, and we've got a big game now tonight against Quebec, and hopefully if we go out and play like we did there this morning, we can drag them down with us.
You started 3-0, and maybe you could just kind of slide us through the week and the emotions that go with a situation where you're 3-0, then you lose a couple.
Yeah, it was a great start. We had a tough game against Manitoba and a pretty good game against Kevin Martin, but they shot extremely well. And just the only game that we lost that we're a little bit down about was the game to PEI, because we just felt like we let it slip away on us. But if we can go out and get the extra win now today, I think we're hopefully get a bit of momentum going into the end of the week.
Well, it certainly looks like it. Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the way, Frank.
Thanks, Ray.
And it is a very big and important game as we come to the end of round-robin competition. Just another day to go. Newfoundland against Quebec at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Newfoundland at 5-3, and of course Quebec at 6-2. They'll play Quebec, the Yukon Northwest Territories, and Ontario and Newfoundland to round out their round-robin draw. As we return to Northern Ontario, Alberta in a 3-3 tie playing 7, Kevin Martin does have hammer.
You remember that Northern Ontario hit the side one while Kevin Martin drew into the other side. Look how nicely spread out the 2 yellow stones belonging to Alberta are. All Dave can do is hit shot stone and hope for a mistake from Alberta.
As a skip in Martin's case, saying what? The fact that, you know, that stone was way over there, it's going to be of no consequence to me. I'm just going to split the rings regardless.
Exactly, but he drew it wide, so there's no great hit and roll or double. Wide, spread out, even, perfect draw for Kevin.
Shooter rolls out. It'll be an open draw for 2.
Some action in the other game, Territories and PEI. PEI getting 2 guards up and 1 in the house. There's a very nice shot. Clears off the 2 yellows, bumps the 1, of course, over, but stays. So we've got some rocks in play.
And we'll update you again on what's happening there as Prince Edward Island, team from Summerside, tries to get back into it. Right now trailing by 4. And remember, PEI, one of those teams like Newfoundland, was coming in with 3 losses. Kevin Martin looking for a deuce.
Looks like lots.
This needs 8 foot. It'll go right into the 4 foot, the button.
For the 2 for Alberta, and Kevin Martin, the 1991 Canadian champion. Now we go live. This is New Brunswick against Nova Scotia. Final stone for New Brunswick. Mike Kennedy from the Beaver in Moncton against Brian Rafuse from Bridgewater. New Brunswick at 3-5, Nova Scotia at 3-4. And this is a draw for 2 as he needs good 8. He'll have a piece of the button for the deuce for New Brunswick, and they'll take a 4-3 lead through 8 with Nova Scotia and Rafuse to have hammer playing 9. Mike Kennedy trying to bring some people back and keep whatever chance he might have alive, sitting at 5 losses. So we turn to our feature game. This is the Yukon Northwest Territories against Prince Edward Island playing the 8th. And 6-2, the team from Yellowknife leading PEI. Prince Edward Island with the hammer.
Well, Peter MacDonald's trying everything he can. He got the corner guards up, then went to freeze to the one in the house. So now he's got second shot in the rings. As well, there is one in the side, 12 foot behind that yellow guard, that corner guard. So he also has third shot in the ring. So he's trying to build up some stones. And now that last guard that was placed is not perfectly covering the yellow and red stone. So this is a little tap, and they'll be able to sit 3 if they can get through the port.
Leading 6-2, Linda, protecting a single stone in the ring is sometimes very dangerous.
Close.
Come on. Wow. Wow.
And Prince Edward Island line 3. Grant Summers, father of 6, great golfer, scratch golfer, 6-time member of the Wellington Cup Prince Edward Island team. Derek Elkin.
Yep. All right. All right. All right. All right. 3. All right. 3. Oh.
You'll get 1.
Well, it was a tough double because he didn't have a lot of room.
The double wasn't there, right? Double wasn't.
You hear the comment by Elkin that I guess the double wasn't there. It's there only if you can throw them like Don Walchuk and Kevin Martin.
What?
Peter having a look at all the stones, seeing who is first, second, and third
Let's play hack at it.
He's got a great chance here to get himself back in the game.
Or we can guard this.
You can see first shot is the Yellowstone top 12, so he's deciding whether to guard it because obviously those yellows are grouped and you could play down to them if you're the Territories and perhaps remove them both, or whether to make the play on the red stone.
I'm out.
And they're going to take a timeout.
What Linda is talking about is protecting this somehow, coming down and moving this back into here, and just do that again for you.
That's I was just thinking if we lose both
pushing
those,
this
that
here,
shot, it's kind of hard. That's
sitting
all
here.
You
Could of course come down here, hit this one here, and
We don't do something with
behind
this.
this.
And roll, right? And
You will leave him a shot at this possible double.
Yeah.
And roll.
I just think the double setup, that's all. If I could leave it for him.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. Do you think we should play the split on our own? The yellow one?
I like that. What would happen if I went here, top 12?
No.
What's he going to do?
Around that one?
We're sure we're 1 and 2, right? Are we 1 and 2?
Yeah, no, it's closer number 2.
Around here, top 12.
Around here, top 12. What's he going to do?
We make this shot, though, we're going to 3 buried, eh? We make this, we're going to be 3 buried.
Yeah, but if he plays this one, I think I got to give him something there.
Yeah.
If he plays that and bounces it out to the open.
Yeah. I like this here.
Just over curl it and hit half a rock like Grant. Just draw away. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like it?
Yeah.
5th player Mark O'Rourke involved in the discussion.
T-line, boys.
coming through the hole.
Trying the little split that Ray showed us earlier, moving the rocks around and trying to take away the line on those two yellows so there's no double.
Easy. How's the weight?
Lots of room. The line's pretty good. Wait for the movement. Whoa.
Stay close. Come on.
Whoa.
Come on.
Yep.
Hurry. Hurry.
Rod MacDonald, John Postma have got it through. Now the bounce.
Whoa, Roddy. Wow.
And into the open, fighting the 4. Well, there's that long guard. Is there still a hole to get to that one?
Well, they definitely could come off the yellow top 12 and get in as well.
Normal? Make all 3, actually, Linda. Big weight. Come through here. Get this on just slightly on this side. Get it thin. You may miss this one, but you could come across here. Get this one.
Get the double. Triple might go.
Double's there. Triple might go, is what he said. Had to sweep it, had to hit it a little thicker.
Definitely needed to move that yellow one they're about to play out of the way so that it wasn't accessible for this shot.
Yep,
Richard Robertson and the first for the skip from Yellowknife. Here in H.
Hard.
Got it through the hole. He's going to get 2. Good save off the cushion. And the shooter will wind up that 12.
Up, that one hit.
Just over curled a little bit.
I was going to go to the hole there for a second. Maybe he's rolled it in a bit.
And of course, last in there was that big shot.
He's leading 6-2.
Okay.
Richard Robertson and the Yukon Northwest Territories looking to win just their second.
They said they hit.
Just hack weight, see if I can't get a little roll there. Should be able to get a big, nice roll behind there. So.
Inside flop, I gotta hit the house somewhere otherwise you get to 3.
The first for Peter MacDonald.
Right out.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean it.
No line. Come on.
Whoa, whoa.
Go the other way.
Whoa, whoa.
That's good.
It's only 3rd shot, though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hit it, be safe.
It, of course, could be split, so the territories are trying to size up where to put their rock.
Well, you're up. The key here is you're up 6-2. You can certainly
can't get shot rock out of it.
as long as you don't, there's nothing to jam it, come down and hit this here.
A long roll you get.
Try and roll over here. I think I'd be taking a rock out of the rings.
Well, whatever you do, you're giving me a shot for 3, so we can't really avoid that. If you bury it, he'll play a raise. I don't know what he's going to do here. I'll just play a top 4. Okay, no problem.
Decided to come through here to the top 4 foot, try and get the rock into this area right here.
Yep. That'd be high though.
High?
You don't like this?
6-2 lead. I'm hitting the front yellow one and trying to get the roll over and to be shot rock. You may not get it, and you may give up a deuce, but you've got complete control of the game. You don't want to give up 3. If you happen to wreck on the guard or something, you can give up a 3 under here.
Real?
Robertson's
They got it
last.
right here. No, here it comes. Whoa, whoa, oh. It's gotta come, Leo. Gotta come. Oh. Gotta come.
That's what I mean.
Exactly what you were talking about.
Now, do you open up
Okay.
that back one?
Well, sure. It's with tap back weight, you can get score three on you now.
Okay.
We know it curls enough.
Can't get to it, can I?
Sure, you can get there.
Might be around the intern side. You don't have to move it very far.
No, you don't have to move it very far.
Yeah.
It's definitely there, Peter. Tap it back 2 inches. Well, 6 inches. Maybe a foot.
Just cut it close to that, we're okay.
Yeah, I think you could play this almost with hack weight, Linda. I really do. I don't think you have to play it with tap back weight.
I don't know. What do you think? What?
Okay, we know there's a long guard up there. I'm just
bounce
going to
them.
get by here. This
You
is,
give up one.
and just punch this one back. Go over and lie.
Yeah, that's why you draw for the deuce.
All right, it's definitely there. I'm sure it's there. Linda.
I don't know if they're also looking at the split. The split is also
Yeah.
there. For the same
Yeah.
number of points. A little bit
I don't
easier
know.
for the two, perhaps.
I know it moves.
Peter's wife, Karen.
Just the extra weight, it will carry longer, and I'm just afraid that it's not going to. We know that other side so well. Grant just threw back there. You want to go this way through the hole?
No.
Like that.
Might end up bumping him in.
Okay.
I think
Come on, you can get that.
I think it'll come enough. You've got 12, 14, 16, almost 16 feet,
think it's
Linda.
there.
14 feet for it to move.
Grant Summers says you can get there.
I agree with Grant.
Flying one. Chance for 3. Put him right back in it. Trailing 6-2 now. Big stone. Prince Edward Island, their last. Peter MacDonald.
Watch it close now. Watch it
Rod
close.
MacDonald.
Hurry!
Yeah.
John Postma.
Hurry!
Whoa!
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 Right up! Whoa!
Whoa! Right off it. Where's the weight? Whoa! It's got to move.
Come on,
Yep.
hurry!
Yep.
Now
Yep.
drag it back. Try to move it. 2 inches, maybe 6. Move it enough.
He had to just crush it. It was a great shot.
I think he might.
I think he did. We'll have a good look at those 2 around the edge of the 12. He's got 2.
Very nice touch.
It is 3 for Prince Edward Island. Grant Summers said it was there, and he talked his skip into it, and then the skip made it. Now it's just a 1-point lead for the Yukon Northwest Territories.
A little louder, eh?
The fact is, all cars are targets for car theft. New cars may have a higher value, but older cars can bring in big cash for their parts. So if you're not using the club, you're inviting a thief to steal your car. Stop. Don't fall prey to car theft. Get the club. Statistics show that the club is over 99% effective in reducing auto theft. Protect your vehicle from theft with the club. Now available in a variety of highly visible colors.
We're not quite sure what to call it, but everyone seems to have it. The desire to go somewhere, the urge to do something. Bell Mobility salutes the spirit in all of us that makes us want to move. Where you want to go is your business. Letting you go with confidence is ours, because gravity should be the only thing holding you down. The only way to go, Bell Mobility.
A pretty important invention. Just try living without it. But sometimes it just doesn't leave you feeling clean enough. Maestro, let's demonstrate. See what I mean? These are new Cottonelle Moist Wipes. You use them after you use this, and they leave you feeling cleaner. Or clean. They have have soothing aloe and they're flushable. So if you want your family to feel fresher, cleaner, just better, this is one invention you won't want to live without.
New Cottonelle Moist Wipes. Advanced personal hygiene from Cottonelle.
Ottaway resident.
Lou Penny?
Hey, what's going on? How's the road trip?
It's all right. What's all that? Are you having a party in my house?
A party? I'm just sitting there reading the book. Hey, caught the game last night. Let me just put it this way. You're the best player in the NBA. I mean, those spin moves and the dunks. Oh, too vicious. I had to go outside and do some Tai Chi just to calm myself
Man, you
down.
are having a party. I swear. If you and your sloppy friends are messing up my house...
Oh, thanks, baby. Meet me by the pool.
Hello?
Hey, I can't talk now. I'm driving through a tunnel.
It's hard to believe that Peter MacDonald had to be talked into this shot by his third. Grant Summers, you thought it was here all the way.
Well, Lynn and I just talked about it too. It's sure it's not an easy shot, but it's certainly there, as he's proven. Let's watch the guard and see how much he gets by the guard by. This red one coming up now. I mean, he cleared the guard by, 3 or 4 inches, so you could even get closer to it. And then just touches it, and bang, perfect weight. It's a great shot, great execution, but it was there all the way.
4-3, so as we go to 9, it's a 1-point lead for the team from Yellowknife. 2 remaining games here in draw 13 had blank ends in the 9th, so New Brunswick with the 1-point lead over Nova Scotia. They blanked 8, and Alberta and Northern Ontario playing in that one, with Alberta leading 5-4.
And we were just chatting in the break, Ray, about the pressures of skipping. Lots of pressures on every position, but skips is just a little bit different. And I was suggesting that perhaps giving up the 3 in the 7th had Peter sort of questioning everything in your mind. You're going, oh, is it there? Is that the right ice? It was kind of nice that Grant Summers just called down and said, it's there, let's do it. And I think that almost put the confidence back. That Peter got in the hack and really threw it right up the stick, I'm sure, with a nice weight.
Especially when Peter suggested he might try and come through the hole. Grant said, no, just this is the ice, and let's make it.
Draw 14 comes your way at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Newfoundland coming off their 9-3 win over Saskatchewan, sitting at 5-3 against Idle, Quebec. Don Westfall is at 6-2, and I should mention I said 5-4. It is now 5-3. Alberta leading Northern Ontario as they play 9, and the team from Timmins does have last rock.
Check.
So with the 1 final, here are the updated standings. Alberta at 7-1. Quebec and Manitoba 6-2, and they have the afternoon off. Prince Edward Island, where Newfoundland has gone to 5-3, and PEI trying to join them at 5-3. On through, of course, Yukon Northwest Territories at 1-6. And Nova Scotia, you can see he's trying to stay at 4 losses against New Brunswick.
Where at?
Lots.
Easy.
No, it's in.
Short, come back. Oh boy.
Again, ignoring the stone in the rings belonging to the territories. PEI trying to come around their center line rock.
Come on. Break that. Break that. Break that. Okay.
I don't care if they guard that rock. It's no big deal.
Steve Van Dyne.
Yep. All right. All right. All right.
Okay. Shot. Shot.
Nearing the end of this 13th draw, here are all the scores for you, the 1 final.
Line's good. Yes. Yes. Hurry. That's good. Boy, did that pick or something? Or?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. See, the angle peel might get a double. Fun again? Yeah.
Richard keeping looking at the stone in the rings rather than the guard, but he's still going to go up and peel.
If we take it from the other side, is there a skinny?
Jamming on that one.
A skinny?
I agree with Richard. If you're going to peel, peel. The team are looking and saying, well, maybe we could over curl a little bit, get a double, but you either peel it or you go after the one in the rings, and Richard says peel it this way.
Yep. Yep. Good shot.
Pretty tight, Grant.
Go back to that last end. If Richard hits the rock in the rings, the yellow rock, which was visible to him in the rings, which was the second shot rock, most of them give up his two.
Well, I was just thinking about it when we saw the scoreboard there. Both of the threes were generated by skips choosing with their last rock to draw instead of hit.
Yeah.
Now, PEI were at that point down, and so they decided to make a little more aggressive move. Definitely in that last end, I would have been hitting.
Hurry. Hurry. Every step. Come on. Every step. Every step. Good spot.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Derek Elkin.
All right.
Yukon Northwest Territories do have hammer.
All right. Whoa,
Here in 9 and leading 6-5.
Peter asking for a little help from his team, wondering if he should put up the center line guard or draw around the corner guard, the red stone in front of the house. The two differences really are whether you're really going all out for the steal or whether you're trying to collect some stones in the house, have a chance for a steal, but force definitely the other team only to get the 1 point.
Lots of weight there.
Clean.
Lots of weight. Should be tight.
Where's that?
Centerline call is a good one, I think, in my opinion.
Easy, just
Line's
tight
good.
now.
No,
Whoa.
line's good.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Right off.
Whoa. Sit. Okay, Grant.
I think we have to.
Andy Kissick from Vancouver. For a beginner, what is the best book or video for strategy and instruction?
Well, Curl Canada have some good manuals they've put together, especially for the mechanics of the game, and you can contact your local curling association. Linda, I'm sure you have all kinds of terrific material. There isn't at this point, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of material on the new free guard zone rule. The Canadian Curling Association has put together some stuff. I don't know if it's...
They have a book that you can purchase as well from the curling associations within your province, and there are the technical manuals. The one is called Discover Curling, and it covers a variety of topics on sweeping and throwing and strategy.
Close. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The mechanics of delivery that we put a video on a number of years ago, and those mechanics of throwing are still pretty sound. But strategy has changed drastically.
Derek Elkin makes the raised double.
Well, the guard came a little bit too close to the rings, as a matter of fact, biting, so they had a chance for the run back and a nice shot.
Peter's going to come try and bail out of this. He's going to hit the back rock. He could, of course, try to continue his stealing attempt by going around.
Of course, that being the other problem with where their guard ended up, that center line redstone now is very tight to the rings. If the guard had been long, even if the run back was made, they'd have lots of room to play that come around. So just unfortunate with Grant's last rock that he came too close.
First of the skip stones. Peter MacDonald.
Come on.
Hurry. Hit.
Hurry.
Hit.
Hurry.
Right up.
Right up. Right up.
Go. Right up. Shot.
Good shot.
Yeah, no problem.
New Brunswick playing Nova Scotia as they are in the 10th. And right now throwing third stones, and we will go there immediately when this 9th end between the Yukon Northwest Territories and Edward Island is finished. 4-3, of course. New Brunswick leading. Nova Scotia has the hammer.
Drawing around the corner towards the yellow stone.
Plenty of room. Let her work a bit. Where? Close. Oh. Close. You got room. Oh, where is it? Gotta finish hard. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's gonna climb. Yep. Bring it right back then. Yep. Yep. All right. Yep. 3. 3. Hard.
He's hit for a shot. Edge of the 4.
There was good communication on that last one. They were calling out that it had the good weight, so they could wait a little longer before they brushed it to get that nice angle.
Try the pick.
I think I can get by that tight enough.
That was a very nice shot.
Hit it on the nose. Freeze. How much time do we have? Yeah. Time out. He's got us.
PEI calling a timeout. They're down to just over 9 minutes left.
Just throw back 12-foot weight at it. That'll curl in there to nose it, Grant. Just throw back 12, just enough to move it. Yeah. Small little flop. Backline weight.
Right.
I gotta play something like that. Yeah. It's either that or corner freeze.
It'll it'll move.
It's moving. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That, he was outside that red.
Yeah, he left it here.
Yeah. I think I can take center line and throw that back line that I threw before. And just throw it clean and off that.
Okay.
If it's not coming, let's get the roll. That's behind.
Yeah, the other way.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It'll come. So at least no way.
Just moments ago, the final stone for Alberta. This was Kevin Martin trying to get that red stone off the button, and when you throw them like this, they'll go, and it did. And so that'll leave Dave McInnes. Yeah, no one throws it bigger than those two, huh? Don Walchuk, Kevin Martin. Saying, you think, how fast was it going?
Well, if I'm not wrong here, I think he's going to try to curl through the hole and come across the face of it and try and punch it out past the yellow one. There was the other option of corner freezing it or coming off of it so you're in behind the center line guard. Just pushing it over and rolling in behind the center line guard.
They did talk about that if it ran straight, but definitely they wanted to push it out with backline weight.
Lots of weight. Come on. Whoa, yes. Whoa, 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 right on. Hurry! Up. Hurry!
Going for plan B now.
Whoa!
Right up.
up there a little bit too much.
What kind of weight do you want to play? Back 8.
And you may have heard the crowd responding. This the final stone of that ninth end for Northern Ontario, Dave McInnes, as he was drawing against 3, 2 in the 4-foot, so he needed a piece of the button here, and this one would just slide on through for McInnes. After losing 5, he won his last 3 and will drop this one. Handshakes there. Alberta wins it 8-3, so Kevin Martin from the Otwell now 8-1. McInnes from Timmins 3-6. And with that win, of course, now sitting at 8-1, Kevin Martin has guaranteed himself at least a spot in the Final Four.
You know, I don't think you could get across the face with. I don't think it would curl quite that much with back line or light hack weight too. So I think you had to play it either the angle freeze or to flip off it like they did.
They just flipped a little too far. Unfortunately for them, they were sweeping it and it really spun up. I think it might have had the hack weight.
This is a big shot for this young skip from the territories.
Leading by 1. Bumped it far enough. No, he'll spill off, and it'll be a steal of 1 for Prince Edward Island. Boy, have they climbed back into this one. Scoring 3 and 8, a steal of 1 here. And so we'll go to the 10th. Tied 6-6. Yukon Northwest Territories to have hammer. Prince Edward Island trying to stay, of course, at that all-important 3-loss mark as we go now to the game between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. There you see the score. New Brunswick up by 1. Nova Scotia, Brian Rayfuse from Bridgewater does have hammer playing 10 as he's getting ready to throw his first, wants to talk about it with his third, Kurt Palmer.
Going by in behind you there. No, I got left to Brier.
Okay. New Brunswick has the shot rock. Nova Scotia has second and third shot, the 2 red ones. And Brian Rayfuse needing a deuce with the advantage of last rock to win this game. Out turn draw.
Yes, for line.
Nova Scotia at 3 and 4.
Well then.
Desperate for the win.
Yeah, looks hot. Line's fine. Top 4.
Sweepers are saying that it's got too much weight.
Definitely has that.
Sounds so repetitive, but remembering in front of the tee line can be made better. Behind the tee line really doesn't do much for you.
Yeah, you're right, especially in that case. And if it's anywhere up there exposed, New Brunswick's going to have to deal with it. Now they can block off any other possibilities of.
Or we cover the pin, yeah. Right there, yeah. I like that.
Mike Kennedy, Grant Odershaw, the team from the Beaver Club in Moncton.
Well, right here's fine. You gotta come in.
They got to get it in. You hear the conversation. We don't have microphones on, but they feel, and maybe rightly so, that you got to get it in here someplace because this shot here onto that one is very possible onto this one.
We got to get second shot.
Got to get second shot. You can hear the conversation. And the reason for that.
Yeah, at least to there. Then there's no double. There, he's got to use the shot for 1. Well, yeah, especially the extra end.
The reason for that, you heard very clearly, they said we have to get second shot, even if we come back to this one here. And the reason for that is that this shot here is very available to Brian.
And Linda, Mike Kennedy said, look, let's play for the extra end here.
That's what the big difference is. There is a 1-point difference in the score at the moment. You might take more chances if it was tied and you had to go for the steal. But in this case, it needs one in there.
It's also a possible double through the hole that they're looking at. That could get both the yellow ones. So they got to get rocking for second shot.
.33-year-old Mike Kennedy in his third Brier appearance. 92, 93, and now 96 in his final stone here in 10.
Ball. Where is it? Yep. Hurry! Hurry!
Get it in for second shot is what they wanted.
Come on, hurry, 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 hurry.
They lead the double. Oh, goodness. Can they see enough of it for the double? No, I guess not. Just curled enough. He's playing to the extra end.
They don't like it.
He's quick.
Line's good, clean. Clean.
Brian Rafuse.
Clean.
Glenn Josephson.
Yes, yes.
Dave Sloan-White.
Yes. Clean.
Kurt Palmer the third.
Clean. Clean.
For the single to force an extra end. And that's what he does. So Nova Scotia, New Brunswick will go to an extra. New Brunswick to have hammer. Brian Rafuse sitting at 4 losses. Everyone agrees, can't afford one more. Our featured game is in the 10th of a 6-6 tie. Prince Edward Island stealing 1 and 9 to even it up.
All right.
Team from Yellowknife with hammer.
All right. All right. Roll hard, Ron.
Steve Van Dyke.
Trying to clear the front. Will they get the back one? Yes.
Moves everything around and leaves team from Yukon Northwest Territories lying shot.
Well, there's stones out in front, so PI has something to get around.
Prince Edward Island second is John Postma.
Where's he at?
Not bad.
All right.
Not bad.
Clean then. Clean that. Come on. Clean that. Whoa, just clean. Said he was okay. So.
The weight's good.
I just wanted to clean, that's all.
Weight's good. It's lots.
Lovely shot.
Great finish. Sits just behind the tee line.
Firm weight.
Trying to hit the broom side of this first red and clear some things off the front.
Down. Yep. 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 All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Whoa, 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 roll, Ron. Check.
Third stones to come, and this is Grant Summers for Prince Edward Island.
Line's good.
Boylan, as you stand
Gotta
here,
move.
watch this game. That extra point in 8 really looks
Line's
huge,
good.
doesn't it?
Come on now.
Well, it certainly
Come on
does.
now.
And you can hit
Hurry.
that stone and give up a maximum of 2
Hurry.
points. And
Every step.
in hindsight,
Right
it's
to the
wonderful
center.
if he makes
Every
the draw
step.
and gets to the
Come on.
4-foot. He's
Right to the center.
Come on, guys.
maybe going to end the game.
Come on. Work it.
But is it a
Work it.
percentage?
Work it. Good brush.
Yes.
That way we can get across the top. Back and we can roll off, yeah.
I talked about trying to come through the hole at Shot Rock, but instead are back up at the front clearing.
Clean. Clean.
A nice shot.
That's a lovely shot. Got them both out of the way so that if you have to draw, you got access to both turns.
And of course, making those decisions about hitting the front or the one in the house, again, the benefit of the one in the house for the territories is it's behind the tee line, so an eventual draw to the face of it would give them the winning point.
Room. It's got to move a bit. It's got to move.
Line's good. Nice and tight.
Now, come on. Hurry. Right up. Right up. Yep.
Nice and tight.
Right. Come on, guys. Every step. That's good. Okay.
Hit on the outside? Yeah. Firm.
The run through Linda is looking for. This is on a nice angle. You could actually get the run through and not move the throwing stone a little bit off the center line.
Clean. Whoop. 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 Roll it, Steve.
So close.
Very
Just had to curl a little bit more. You would have got it off, and then you would have moved the throwing stone to about the a foot and a half or so off the center line.
That's where you were.
Yeah, I know, but I think I had a little too much ice there.
Okay.
Didn't I? Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Still trying to protect John
That was
Post's
2 feet
great
away.
draw, the second for VEI, sitting at the back of the 4. Ready for skip stones here in this 10th. We'll just tell everyone the extra end between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, tied 4-4, is just underway. And we'll finish that one up as soon as we finish this one. I don't think there's any chance of missing anything, is there, Linda?
No chance.
Yep.
Line's good. Weight only.
Well done. Wow.
Weight only. Line's good. Yep, little bit. Nice and tight.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Whoa.
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 That's fine.
Whoa.
We gotta move it now.
Right, updating the standings. Alberta's win moves them to 8-1 guarantees Kevin Martin at least a spot in the Final 4. Manitoba, Quebec are idle. Newfoundland goes to 5-3 with their win, and PEI trying to join them.
Trying to make a decision here about coming in, making a play on Shot Rock versus the guard.
Yeah, because he's too far behind the tee line. And I said here, just freezes to it. Okay. Yeah. Or board right, like at the front. That's good. Yeah, let's play it that way so we don't. Yeah, exactly. He wants to play board weight. We're going to robot here. He's got the draw anyway.
So much you can see.
Just board.
So they're playing board weight. That means it's a light takeout weight. They don't want to stay right there because that would leave a pocket for PEI.
Board weight.
Yep.
very well.
Yep. Yep.
Richard Robertson and his first.
All right. Whoa. Up.
Back it off.
Ron
Close,
Delmage,
close.
Steve Van Dyne, the
Check it
brothers.
out.
And he catches what he can see. Meanwhile, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick in their 4-4 tie. New Brunswick with hammer. And New Brunswick is and appears to be lying one at the back of the button. Or if Brian Rayfuse has got his brush like that, is he guarding, do you think?
Yeah, he's throwing a rock out in front.
All
I
right.
think that you're right. New Brunswick is shot. And the red stone sitting in front of that is the Nova Scotia stone, and they're just playing a guard. There's lots of rocks to come in that game. There's
Yeah,
a
you're
look at
right.
it from the top.
New Brunswick line one.
Rock right at 9 o'clock on the button, and the Redstone second shot at 1 o'clock in the 4-foot, and the rock in front.
Meanwhile, 2 stones to come. The first from Prince Edward Island and Peter MacDonald.
Rock right on the center line, and the Yukon Northwest Territories stone sitting in the 12-foot at 9 o'clock. For a guard to get around. Nothing else in the rings.
Looking for top of the button. Doesn't want to come deep and allow a draw to the face, as I mentioned earlier. Top of the button around the center line rock would be perfect.
A lot of room.
Lots of weight. Little heavy.
A lot of room.
Little heavy. Lots of room.
Want it on the pot, eh?
Easy. Right up.
Line's good.
Line out.
T-line.
Line out.
Hurry!
Come on.
Come on.
Right on the pot. John Postma, Rod MacDonald,
Right back.
Brent Summers now. Right on the pot is where they wanted it.
Well, it's right on the button in front of the tee line, but you can still see a quarter of it. So the same shot is required.
Perfect weight for Peter. He just didn't want to curl the same as the other ones had.
Wait, didn't finish really at all.
Richard Robertson, Yukon Northwest Territories. They won their opening game against Northern Ontario. Seems like a long time ago. Back on Saturday afternoon in draw 1. They've lost 6 in a row and now have a chance to hurt the chances of Prince Edward Island and hand PEI their 4th loss. Did he turn it inside now? Did he turn it inside? Ron Delmage, Steve Van Dyne got it by. They didn't. And PEI is going to steal the win to stay at 3 losses.
Good luck, guys.
Prince Edward Island and Peter MacDonald have now won 5 in a row.
Really well.
And he joins, of course, Newfoundland at 5-3. And what a tough loss for Richard Robertson, who really had it in control. Linda threw 7, but then gave up 3, and then the 2 steals as we go to the extra end. Nova Scotia and New Brunswick tied 4-4. New Brunswick with Last Rock playing this extra.
The team's going to come down and talk about it. We're in Skips Rocks now. Nova Scotia has been throwing up the guards, and now they're deciding whether or not to continue that play for one more or make a play on the New Brunswick stone, the shot rock on the button.
Right there? Over here.
Ryan Rayfuse. First of the skip stones, Nova Scotia. shot stone, remember, belongs to New Brunswick, lying back of the button.
Yeah, get over.
Just playing a guard. They wanted it over a little bit. Wanted to make sure they protected the corner of the red stone because, of course, the angle onto the yellow is there, that it would be tough to remove it.
But that's immediately what Mike Kennedy's looking at.
You guys come down here. Come down.
We're going to talk about this.
Time out. Oh, you get one in the extra end? You get a time out in the extra end?
What do you think he's decided here?
Well, it was an interesting conversation because the dangerous stone is the one in front. They were talking about whether to peel it right off or to go after it. You could hear Mike Kennedy even say, do you want to go for it now? We'll go for the winning point. And that's clearing the front one and trying to get it onto the other stone and trying to roll it away. This one, of course, going out here. I think that's what he's decided. Obviously, if it hits it a little on the outside, they'll get the peel as well.
Now, if he loses everything and loses his own at the back.
Clearing the house isn't a bad thing. So a little worried about the ones in the 4 foot.
Mike Kennedy's first, and he has the hammer.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
This is the only game left here in draw 13. Prince Edward Island steals in 9 and 10 to win. Newfoundland impressively over Saskatchewan to go to 5 and 3. That's the game we're finishing up right now. And Alberta has guaranteed themselves at least a spot in the Final Four. Kevin Martin, a winner over Dave McInnes.
They're talking about just trying to move this one back into this area here and sit in front so that it's a little more difficult to remove the red stones with the yellow behind. There's nowhere to hide. If he hit the yellow one, there would be two rocks wide open.
So you're just bumping it, what, back 4, maybe back 8?
Just back 4 at most. Really close to this stone, as much as close as you can get it.
Just clean. Back 8. Yep. Yep.
Sweeping it for a line now.
Dave Sloan White, Glenn Josephson, the front end, the brushers. And is that the shot?
It's a little bit further than they wanted to push it. But you can see, of course, the red stones are close together, so it makes it more difficult.
And I don't think you can hit either one on the nose, can you, to be shot? No. Well, don't think.
Have to move them both.
Yeah.
Right in the edge of that rock. Can't hit this one
has to take more time with this. This is not an automatic. With one stone a little ahead of the other, you have to be very careful where you hit the one before you go over and touch the other.
Grant's thought is that if you hit the one on the left higher up, then it could actually, what, cross the face of the other one, leaving it untouched?
Right.
You almost have to make simultaneous contact, don't you?
Very close. You can hit the one ahead a little bit first.
For the win. Mike Kennedy would certainly hurt the chances of Nova Scotia handing them a 5th loss. Looking for the double here. Rick Perron, Marc Lecoq. Get them both.
Nice.
He did. Mike Kennedy will pick up the 2 here in the extra end to win it 6-4. To remain at now 4-5. And Nova Scotia drops to 3-5 after 13 draws of this, the Labatt Brier at the Riverside Coliseum.
My dream house would be a big house with stairs that go like this and have a big chandelier. There would be a humongous horse. I'd have the main floor, and it would have a room for my pets. Rusty. His name is Rusty.
To see how you can be home free faster, get expert help, the right plan, and guaranteed competitive rates, see your CIBC personal banker or call now.
1,000 times bigger than this.
At CIBC, we're working to see what you see.
We make maple leaf wieners for Courtney, who will only eat Mr. Broccoli if he hasn't touched Mr. Gravy. We make maple leaf wieners for Tim, who says peas explode in his mouth. And for Caitlin, whose scrambled eggs must be shaped like little boats. Maple leaf wieners have a taste made especially for kids. For Kenny, who won't eat anything with sauce, and Jason, who won't eat anything without sauce, there will always be maple leaf.
Aha! Oh, hi. I'm using this ordinary telescope to take a look at auto repairs. My hunch is we're going to see something kind of interesting here, and look, there it is right now. At some places, you're not allowed to see what's going on with your car. However, at Midas, things are completely different. Look at this. They take you under the car. They let you see just what needs fixing and what can wait. You're in the loop, I tell you. Midas, the way it should be.
When two-time world champion Ed Wernick started using the hammer, people laughed.
Hey, Ed, it looks like a toy.
Last year, Ed's team was the leading money winner on the Pro Tour. Now who's laughing? When Ed Wernick first used the hammer, people laughed. World champion Russ Howard is the winningest skip in Brier history and Ed's #1 rival. Russ has chosen the hammer. Now who's laughing? For more information about the hammer with quick change faceplates, call 1-800-567-7757.
Now it's time for the TSN Turning Point, brought to you by Interstate Batteries out of our featured game, Yukon Northwest Territories and PEI.
And it came in the 8th end. Peter MacDonald down 4 points trying to get back in this game, and they have lots of little rocks around the 12-foot. One of them belongs to the Territories, and Peter has to come through a hole. It has to curl by the guard because you'll see there's a few inches between the rock and the guard to tap the stone to count 3, and they went on to steal the game.
Boy, stole 1 in 10 and stole 1 in 9 and then stole in 10 to win 7-6. A cash donation will be made to the Coaching Association of Canada for the training and development of coaches in amateur sport on behalf of TSN and Interstate Batteries. We check them before you buy them for fresh power, guaranteed. So 13 draws are now complete here at the Riverside Coliseum in Kamloops. And this, the Labatt Brier. In our featured game, 7-6 PEI wins. Boy, they're right in it. So is Newfoundland after beating Saskatchewan 9-3. New Brunswick hurts the chances of Nova Scotia with a 2 in the extra end. And Alberta's win guarantees Kevin Martin, the 91 champion, a spot in the Final Four. So that's the 13th draw. And of course, we'll be back with you with draw 14 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific tonight.
We make maple leaf wieners for Courtney, who will only eat Mr. Broccoli if he hasn't touched Mr. Gravy. We make maple leaf wieners for Tim, who says peas explode in his mouth. And for Caitlin, whose scrambled eggs must be shaped like little boats. Maple leaf wieners have a taste made especially for kids. For Kenny, who won't eat anything with sauce, and Jason, who won't eat anything without sauce, there will always be maple leaf.
After the game, in front of the press, my hair has to look great, and great hair can't have flakes. So I get rid of them with Head & Shoulders. It keeps my dandruff in check. My hair looking great.
Head & Shoulders, every day.
Because great hair can't have flakes.
At first glance, this set of brakes looks like most other brakes, except for one important feature. Only UAP Napa brakes meet the top quality standards of UAP Napa. UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
Maybe you think only those jet set types need a Nokia cellular phone.
Hi, it's me. Flight's delayed.
Well, now Nokia's making cellular phones so easy.
Late. Can I skip my bath?
They're practically child's play.
Attention, Flight 11 is delayed.
Can I call you back?
With Nokia's big, easy-to-read screens, last number redial, and sleek designs.
No, don't hold dinner. I'm eating my body weight in hot dogs. No, wait up. You gotta tuck me in.
So get set to join the jet set. Nokia, Europe's leading cellular phone, also made in America, connecting people.
You know?
That's scary. Let's play ball.
Well, you can see them lowering the score clock here at the Riverside, and that's where they keep the standings boards. And after 13 draws, they haven't had to change this one very often, and it's Alberta right at top at 8-1. And Kevin Martin, as we might have expected when this all started on Saturday, is in position now and guaranteed at least a playoff spot.
Well, the 91 champion, we knew he'd played well. It's really interesting. Again, he came out today with the big weight, the big shots, but he shows everything. He's got the full package here.
Yeah, then there was Manitoba, of course, and Quebec, who have the afternoon off, and we will see Quebec tonight against Newfoundland. They're alive very much at 5-3, and of course, what can you say about PEI? Maybe it says something when you steal a win like they did.
Well, they're back on track. 3 losses, 5 wins. Quebec is a really interesting team, too, showing a lot of aggression, a lot of rocks in play. They're really fun to watch.
Peter MacDonald, boy, what can you say? When you lose 3, as Linda suggests, and you win 5, and the 5th one coming as you steal it. Raise with Peter.
Peter, first of all, congratulations. 5 straight wins. You must feel great.
Yes, we feel pretty good, Ray. Thank you.
That was an interesting game. We were talking a little bit as we sat here and waited for this interview, and I was saying that you have to win one of those kind of games. You have to steal a game in a round robin like that.
That's right. It's a long week, and you're going to get different situations that do occur, and you're right. We have to steal one of those eventually, and today we definitely did steal that game.
You seemed a little tentative in the early end. You just didn't seem to get at it early, and then a great shot in 8.
Yeah, we really didn't get into our game plan early on, and I made what I thought maybe was a poor call in the 5th end where they got the steal, but we were able to bounce back with that 3 in the 8th, and that definitely turned the game around to a place where we thought we could eventually win the game.
Yes, actually, at one point in the game, I heard you say, gee, I'm not throwing those very well today, and that's what happens sometimes. You lose a little confidence in the way you're throwing the stone.
That's right. I think I was starting my interns. I was coming over the top and just not throwing it real clean, and you can't do that out there on that ice.
I found the 8th end, we all found the 8th end really entertaining. I was just talking to you about it. It's the fact that when you said to Grant, I'll come through the hole, and he very quickly said, no, just tap this back.
And very quickly, and he didn't want me to play the hole at all, and of course you couldn't play the hole there. If you hit the rock on the wrong side there, I was going to tap him in for a single, and I could always come off the other stone with the in-turn and get a deuce if I didn't get around.
That was a big turnaround. Anybody say hello to?
I'd just like to say hello to Silver Fox Curling Club back home and Mom and Dad that are watching and looking after John's kids. Hi.
Congratulations. All the best the rest of the way. Thanks, dear.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we should make the point, though. We've been saying Silver Fox Curling and Yacht Club in Summerside, of course, as our season of champions continues here at the Labatt Brier. And as we head into draw 14, Alberta guaranteed a spot in the Final Four. Kevin Martin at 8-1. Manitoba, Newfoundland with the afternoon off, sitting at 6-2, but back in action in draw 14 tonight. Newfoundland and PEI sitting at 5-3. And then New Brunswick, Nova Scotia at 5 losses, and that everyone believes to be too many. We've seen it a lot. You know, that third who takes control. Tony Eberts is a good one. We've been impressed with him playing with Barry McPhee. Grant Summers, I think, you know, he has that one experience at a Brier, but he's a forceful third, and as Ray pointed out, said, don't play that shot. You're going to play the quiet tap back through the hole.
It's an important position. It's important to see the skip and third work together. And as I mentioned, sometimes that confidence for the skip just goes away for a couple of stones. You question everything, the ice, the weight, and the third can snap you right back. And look at the great shot Peter made.
Great shot. So now he moves on. And let's take a look at the draw 14 coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 Pacific here. Ontario against the Yukon Northwest Territories. Long week for Bob Ingram out of Ridgetown. Again, look at this. British Columbia, they were 4-2. Barry McPhee now is in danger of dropping back to 5 losses and taking himself right out of it. Prince Edward Island, another must-win for them because they don't want to fall to 4 and put them on that bubble. Quebec, Newfoundland will be our featured game with Quebec. Don Westfall from Buckingham at 6-2 against the team from St. John's, Frank O'Driscoll. And then Manitoba, Jeff Stoughton will go against Nova Scotia, and Brian Rafuse has a chance to play spoiler against the Manitoba champion. Alberta, the leaders, have a bye, so does Saskatchewan, Northern Ontario, and Mike Kennedy from New Brunswick. You know, sometimes the skip's job is just never done.
Owning a home today in this economic environment.
This home is the one we're going to stay in the rest of our lives.
I think you feel very fortunate if you do own one. When we think about renewing our mortgage, we're not that great at it. That's what we look to the bank for, because you want to make sure that you make the right decision.
To see how you can be home free faster, get expert help, the right plan, and guaranteed competitive rates. See your CIBC personal banker or call now.
We'd have a bit of a barn burner when the mortgage is paid off.
At CIBC, we're working to see what you see.
McCain changed potatoes into crispy bite-sized taters.
New McCain tasty taters.
Bite-sized taters, crispy and golden brown on the outside. Crispy, so they lock in all that tender potato flavor you love.
You'll love the crispy flavor in our bite-sized taters.
New McCain tasty taters in crispy bite-sized tater flavors. Cheese, regular, or Cajun.
Here's the flavor in a bite-sized tater.
New McCain tasty taters, crispy flavor in a bite-sized tater.
We make maple leaf wieners for Courtney, who will only eat Mr. Broccoli if he hasn't touched Mr. Gravy. We make maple leaf wieners for Tim, who says peas explode in his mouth. And for Caitlin, whose scrambled eggs must be shaped like little boats. Maple leaf wieners have a taste made especially for kids. For Kenny, who won't eat anything with sauce, and Jason, who won't eat anything without sauce, there will always be maple leaf.
A 1996 Ford Contour GL worth nearly $23,000 went to the winner of this week's Ford Hot Shots here in Kamloops. The skills competition open to all competitors here at the Labatt Brier in BC. 6 shots for a total of 30 possible points, and it came down to a battle between 2 leads, Rick Perron of New Brunswick and this man, Don Bartlett of Alberta. Perron leading by 2 as Bartlett threw his last one, looking for the double, and he also had to hold the shooter. He got the 2, but the shooter would spin out, giving the beautiful 1996 Ford Contour GL to Rick Perron, who will now drive home to Moncton. For finishing second, Don Bartlett receives 2 Canadian Airlines tickets to anywhere they fly, while third place, Dan Lemery of Quebec rings up a Nokia cellular phone. They are the hot shots here in Kamloops. Draw 13 is complete here at the Riverside, and an important, well, a big win and a disappointing loss certainly for Nova Scotia. New Brunswick is a winner, and that hands Nova Scotia their 5th loss. Mike Kennedy is a winner from the Beaver in Moncton, and Michael is with Ray.
Mike, first of all, congratulations. A nice win. Last week or a couple weeks ago in Thunder Bay, we saw where Connie Alberta and a number of teams at 6 and 5 kept themselves alive. You got the 5 losses, but you got your 4th win. How do you feel about that?
Well, obviously, I feel great about that. I mean, yeah, you're right. We can't afford to give another one up, but we're playing well, so I feel we can do it. You know, we can get those last 2 wins. We're going to be up tough. It's Northern Ontario and Alberta, so we're going to have to play very well. But we played well in that game. If we continue, you know, I like our chances.
We didn't get a chance to watch a lot of your game today, but it was a good game with Brian. You went the extra end. Maybe you could just run through that game a little bit for us.
Well, we played it a little cleaner in this game, especially when we got the advantage, I think in the 3rd end. We decided just to keep it simple, and we executed a lot of good shots. And basically, we were looking to play for the extra end. Right from the 8th end on, it was looking that way. And, you know, you just play that game. And when we got there, we made some good shots in the 10th. And we got to the 11th and made some good shots there.
Anybody to say goodbye to or hello to?
Yes, I'd like to say hi to Erica and Myra. See you soon, kids.
Thank you for joining me. Good luck.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations to Mike Kennedy and his team from the Beaver Club in Moncton. We'll be back with you, of course, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Big game for both Newfoundland and Quebec. That's our feature in Draw 14 from here in Kamloops.
Anyone who says it's a small